Pan-African lifestyle.
Welcome to Pan-African Lifestyle, where we rep the motherland. We post content regularly and invite you to subscribe and share if you're a pal. That's a Pan-African lifestyler.
Pan-Africanism, I would say, is the black man and woman's oldest formal political ideology. And Pan-Africanism, summed up in 3 points, would be number one, that all African people are members of one human family. No matter where we are, we're one family. So that's number one. Number two, we identify on the level of family first. So being an African is more important than our membership in any other organization. And why? Because the only thing you belong to that God chose for you is your racial group. Everything else is superficial, which means it can be changed. You're African until the day you die. God put you in this community. And so for us, being African is primary. Also, when you look at our challenges that we face as a people, it is our Africanity that is at the basis of that. See, we're the only people in the world who don't rally around culture. We're the only people in the world who don't use their culture as a fence to keep people out who are not interested in adding something positive to it. You look at any other community in America, very protective of the culture. If African Americans don't have that pride and protection that we should when it comes to our cultural reality in Malou. And so that's Pan-Africanism. And I would say the third piece on Pan-Africanism, we believe that as the African continent goes, so goes all African people. So that is to say that one of the reasons why Black America are still stuck in our civil rights quagmire is because we haven't connected our struggle to the international struggle. See, no one gets more respect than their international homeland. I don't care where it is. Name the country. And I promise you that you do not control the economy. You do not control the political structure. You do not control the schools. You do not control the economics. Nowhere on earth are black people in control of their economic destiny. And so we say, we all rise together or we don't rise at all. We have been multiculturalized out of common sense. And what I mean by that, we're the only people who feel insecure about saying, I'm for my community first. Everyone else can do that, but you can't. Any black person who says that I'm for black people first is automatically castigated as a racist. But you will never set foot in the community center of certain other cultures. Never. We've been made to feel insecure about being unapologetically African about what we need to do. But here's the situation. If you don't become unapologetically African, you may not survive the 21st century. We have done more disservice to ourselves as a people than at any other time since our arrival in America. We are more selfish than we've ever been. We are more lackadaisical than we ever been. We are more materialistic than we ever been. Less spiritual fiber than we've ever had. And it don't look good because black people are so insecure about who they are that we're trying to be everything but who we are, failing to recognize that you cannot hide. Everyone knows an African when they see one. We're probably the only group in America, the only cultural group who does not believe in intergenerational financial planning. Black folks, whether we poor or rich, we do not plan for our grandchildren's success. Right. We plan for ours and maybe our children's. And one of the biggest differences I notice between us and them is they don't consider themselves to be financially set unless their grandchildren's grandchildren are set. So if you ask them, are you wealthy? They don't answer it from a first person perspective. In order for them to tell you that they're wealthy, they must feel that they have enough assets in order for their grandchildren's grandchildren to eat off of their estate. That's not us. We're selfish. We think about ourselves and we think about the next generation. And then when you look at our financial statistics as a people, they're absolutely horrible. Black people spent $2 billion on Air Jordans, $4 billion on alcohol, $9 billion on weave and perm for 1 year. With that type of money, why doesn't every child have the prerogative to attend, not a charter school, because they're still public, but an independent African-centered school? Every city in America should have an independent African-centered school. We spend more at the supermarket and on our feet and on our body than we do to put information in our children's heads. Now, there's certain institutions we can't control. You cannot create your own criminal justice system. You cannot create your own legal system, but you can create your own school system. So I say that to say this. Before we can have any other revolution in the black community, political, economic, family, you got to have a psychological revolution. Until black people change the way we think, nothing else changes.